What's up, guys? My name is Spencer Howe, and thank you for tapping into my YouTube channel. Today's video is all about what to renovate and when to renovate. Guys, we're giving away tips and strategies for you to maximize your bottom dollars. And with that said, guys, let's dive in. So when it comes to the topic of when and why people renovate, the number one reason I see that people most often renovate is because they've been living in a house for quite some time. They're ready to sell it, but they think to themselves, you know, I could truly maximize my equity in this house if I bring it up to speed. So we see typically that the number one reason most people renovate is because they want to move to a different area, move out of state. But before they do, let me renovate, maximize my equity, and put this bad boy on the market. The very next reason I see people renovate is because typically they want to improve their living space. So maybe you've been living in your house for a while, maybe you've been inspired by HGTV or some of these fix and flip shows, and you've seen some design ideas that you would actually believe or feel that it'd be a great fit for your home and your space. So the number two reason I see people renovate is because, not because they want to sell it, but because they just want to improve the functionality and the comfort. The third reason I typically see people renovate is for disabled reasons. So a lot of our disabled vets, maybe somebody who's up in age and just want to make the house a little more safeguarded. They typically tend to put door ramps outside of doorways, no lip on the shower, on your walk-in shower. They may want to even expand the doorways in the house to get a wheelchair through. So those are the three reasons of typically why we see renovations. And when you should be renovating is typically going to be somewhere between year 10 and year 12. The real estate trend changes every single year. And if you go 10 years, 15 years with no renovations or upgrades, then your house is far beyond the curve. And if you're considering selling, or you just want to change your living space, or maybe you got up in age and you need the functionality, those are the times and reasons that we most often see renovation. Now I'm going to talk about 5 big ticket renovation items that can either make or break your renovation. Number one is going to be foundation. Foundation, after about 10 years, begins to settle, which can cause the actual house, the structure to move. And when that happens, you tend to see rigid cracks throughout the brick and the mortar, or even in your home, in those corners, the sheetrock starts to crack. Well, that's not a reason to really worry. However, the beautiful thing about this is that it can be repaired. So when you hire a foundation repair company to come out and repair your foundation, the thing I like most about that is that the warranty attaches to the property and not the person. So when you go to sell your home, there's a lifetime warranty for that repair work that was done. The next repair to be aware of is going to be the roof, okay? There's a lot of things that can go wrong with a roof. First things first, you want to make sure that you have a quality roof, architectural shingles or something that is of equal quality. The next thing is make sure that your soffits, make sure that your facial boards, make sure that your eaves are all touched up, freshly painted, redone, and then the rafters. When you come around in the attic or have your inspector come out and inspect the work, make sure that you're checking out the rafters. Make sure you have no nail pops in the shingles where the shingles are not properly nailed. You want to make sure that your roof is good to go before you put your home on the market. The very next thing is going to be electrical. Electrical is highly important because that could be the source of a house fire. And who wants to be asleep at 2 a.m. and wake up with a burning house? Nobody. Not fun, not something we recommend. So please check that electrical. The next thing on the list is going to be plumbing, okay? So plumbing is one of those things that they're hard to catch. And I'll give you some examples. We had a client one time that bought a house. Everything was inspected. Everything looked good to the eye, and even the inspector, and he didn't catch it because he did not run the washing machine. So the washing machine was having some backflow issues that was backing up into both the toilet and both showers in both bathrooms and bathtubs. And as a result of that, that was a $7,000 job that had to be done that wasn't caught during the time of inspection. So plumbing can be a headache. Plumbers are expensive. If you're looking at renovating, please make sure that your pipes are up to standard, that you have good plumbing, because that can bite you in the butt either as a buyer or a seller. And last but not least is going to be the AC unit. you want to make sure that your AC unit is within that 7 to 8 year or newer range. Because one thing that you don't want to have happen is that the inspector comes out, he points his gun over at the vents, and then it's inadequate air or inadequate heat. He's going to flag it and find it. And if you think that you're going to get top dollar and sell your home and have foundation, roof, plumbing, electrical, or AC problems, it is not going to happen. So if you're in the business of renovating your home and getting it on the market, those 5 big ticket items can be a lifesaver when you go to resale. So when it comes to home improvement, the very first thing we need to talk about is the kitchen, okay? The kitchen tends to be the centerpiece for when you entertain guests. So you want to make sure that your kitchen gets special attention, okay? And so one of the few things that you can do is take your wall down, make it an open concept, because the open concept makes the living space looks a lot larger, as well as it helps with effective communication throughout the entertainment area. The next thing is your countertops. Make sure that your countertops are, at least in my preference, if you have quartz, if you have marble, if you have granite countertops in the kitchen, keep that throughout the house. You want to make sure that that flow is consistent, okay? You don't want to see 3-4 different countertops in the kitchen, get to the bathroom, and it's another 2 more different kind of countertops in the bathroom. That's quite tacky. I've seen it before. It doesn't sell well, and so you just want to look for consistency, whether you choose marble, granite, or quartz, okay? Some other areas in the kitchen to pay attention to are your cabinets. You want to make sure that you have freshly painted cabinets. That also gives your next buyer plenty of space or plenty of storage. Along while we're talking about storage, add a walk-in pantry. Fellas, here's a huge tip for you guys. If you can find your girl a home that has an open concept, that has a big, beautiful island, nice countertops, plenty of storage, and a walk-in pantry, half the battle is now done. Okay? More kitchen updates you can add to increase value is going to be stainless steel appliances. If you intend to leave the refrigerator as well as the washer and dryer, well, go ahead on and do all stainless steel appliances. Stainless steel range and stove, stainless steel microwave, stainless steel dishwasher and refrigerator. Washer and dryer may or may not be important in terms of stainless, but make sure that you leave a healthy amount of appliances for the next shopper. The next thing is the floors. I like to tell my clients, hey, if you're going to make a renovation, pay attention to the transition. Watch how the kitchen floors transition into the living room floors, because that's also important. A few more updates you can add to the kitchen to increase your value is going to be the sink, light fixtures, and last but not least, please make sure you add a kitchen island, okay? Those are all important. In 2022, those trends are in. The next home improvement idea we have on the list is going to be the floors. Guys, have you ever walked into a home and the living room, the bedrooms, the dining room, the den, it all had the same floors? And when you got to the kitchen and the bathrooms, they all had the same floors. Guys, what I'm really trying to say is that if you're going to do floors, have 2, no more than 3 floors throughout the house. I love every client that I work with, love when we walk into a house and the flooring is consistent, okay? The bathroom and the kitchen flooring matches, and then everything else throughout the house is consistent. We love to see that with the floors, okay? So that's a big one. Make sure that you consider your floors in your renovation budget. The next home improvement tip to capitalize on is going to be utilization of space. Guys, we've learned through the pandemic, through COVID, that now more so than ever, we are working from home and doing our jobs from home. So if you have a small space or just an extra space, it's important to convert that to a study or an office. That alone, guys, will prove itself to be very beneficial when you go to resale. We can't say home improvement without mentioning bathrooms. It's important that whenever you begin to do your renovations, consider your bathroom budget. There you should not short stop. Be sure to include double vanity, great lighting. Typically it's going to be fluorescent lighting. Make sure that you have updated countertops. Make sure that your cabinets have plenty of storage. And pay special attention to your shower and tub. The trend that's in is going to be a soaker tub. And in terms of your shower, plastic is out, tile is in. If you remember that recipe, you're going to find much success in renovating your bathroom. The next update that you can make is going to be to the bedrooms. For the bedrooms, we like to see fresh paint on the wall. We like crown molding and baseboards. Even flooring, keeping your flooring consistent throughout the whole house is important. Recessed lighting, plenty of space, and last but not least, a walk-in closet. Guys, if you want to impress your ladies, again, this is like the kitchen. It coincides with the kitchen. You need a large walk-in closet for her to say yes to the address, okay? Our next tip for renovations is going to be large windows or ceiling to floor glass walls. The reason why is because we find that they have a taste of elegance, as well as allow a lot of natural lighting to come inside the home. So guys, these last few tips are going to be for the exterior of the home. Number one on our list is going to be the fence, solely because we know that fencing a property can be pricey. However, if you do the upfront work, the rewards can be taken back on the back end. And aside from that, a lot of buyers in the market right now have small children, they have pets, and so it's always peace of mind when it comes to a fenced-in property. Number two on the list, we're going to go with an outdoor kitchen. We know that outdoor kitchens are typically going to be put into new construction or custom home, not so much renovation. But if you do have a renovation where you're able to add an outdoor kitchen, that will instantly add more value to the property. The next thing we have on the list is going to be a pergola, right? If you think about that outdoor kitchen and then you have a fire pit or some kind of entertainment area that's good for guests, that just makes for an experience, and experience pays well. Last and final, the last thing that we want to throw out there is landscaping. Whenever you get ready to renovate or when you finish renovating, save you $5,000–$6,000 for landscaping. Maybe that looks like mulch, maybe that's some new grass. Maybe it's filling in some holes with dirt. You know, just make sure that you're paying attention to the exterior, doing some pressure washing, just little minor touch-ups to give that property that final pop. So guys, that's my time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and subscribe. Please save this video if you're considering renovating. You can always come back to it, check it out. But these are our top tips for maximizing the equity in your home when you get ready to renovate. All right, guys. Well, my name is Spencer Howe. I'm with eXp Realty. And if you guys want to talk more about this process, please give me a call, 214-499-2522. And I'll see you guys real soon, all right? Y'all have a fantastic week.